This right here is a swarm. Those are bees that have naturally split off from the hive. So I need to take and get them into a new beehive. And I'm going to show you how to do that really quick here. If you take a look at, right in the center of that ball is going to be a queen. And I've got to be able to take those bees and I need to get the queen and get her secured into a box. And then all the bees will come back and shut it up. I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. We're going to catch that swarm. We're going to put it in a box. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do with it. If you hear a lot of screaming and you see me running, call 911. Kind of excited for this. That swarm is worth at least $100. Right now I'm going to set up to be able to catch that swarm. I'm going to explain what I'm doing really quick. This is a bee box. And this frame, if you take a look at it, it already has wax already drawn out on it, which is going to make it easy for the bees. You got a queen in there who's just rearing to go out and start laying eggs. She's going to need that. Now you do see just a little bit of a, if you get in there, they're going to have a little bit of food still left in there. That's actually pollen that's been stored away in there. This side's completely ready for her to start laying. They'll have to draw a little bit out. So I'm going to put several of these in here. This frame right here is actually for drone cone. If you take a look at the size of it, it's got bigger holes. I'm going to put it on the very, very edge, which I'll be able to use to control mites with. The very next thing I'm going to put next to that one, this one is completely full of honey. Completely full. Now those bees, I want to be able to have some honey in there, and I want them to be able to start eating right away. I'm going to put it right next to the drone cone. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the empty one right here for them to start filling up and to start being able to laying eggs. Then I'm going to slide over, and on the other end right here, and you've already got bees that are checking it out. They're looking for a home right now for to make their new home. This one right here has a lot of honey in it also. So I'm going to take this, we're going to drop this down in on this side. And as I drop it on this side, move it over, and then I'm going to move just another empty one. It's got room for them to start laying their eggs in there. Now normally I would take and I would clean this up just a little bit better, but I'm in a hurry to get the swarm. So I will clean more of it a little bit later. Then I have this one right here, just an empty. Now there's room right here for this. I'm going to drop the bees in there, and then I will slowly edge the frames down inside that. On the bottom of it, we have, this right here will be the bottom. And I need the bees, when I put them in, to stay in the box. So we're going to have our box put onto a bottom. I'm going to move it underneath the right here is the, I mean, that's a beautiful, beautiful, if you take a look, that is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful swarm. And we'll get that thing dropped right into the box there. And once we get it shook in there, then we'll close the box up and it'll be done. Right here is what we call an entrance reducer. I'm going to put it on there just enough to keep the bees from being able to come in and out too heavily. And now we're going to screw this bottom on. I'm going to take this box now and I'm going to move it right over here underneath the swarm. This is where we will drop them in. I'm going to situate it. The bees will stay a lot better if it's not right on the ground, so I've got a couple of cinder blocks here which we will set it up on. You got the swarm right there. You got the box right there. If you pull back, and that's a beautiful swarm. That's just a pile of bees. Now right now, they should be fairly gentle. If you can notice, I'm not even wearing gloves. I don't have my hat on yet, but I'm not gonna risk it either. I'm gonna put my hat on. I've been stung too many times. We'll drop that in there and we'll be good to go. Now the question's gonna be, did I get the queen? If the queen went in that box, if she's in there, the rest of the bees, they're gonna just follow right in there. If not, they will find her, they'll swarm around here, and we'll have to start the whole thing all over again. But let me show you right here, and we'll see them regrouping here in just a second if I missed it. Half of my group went right there, on the ground. Question is if the queen's in there. Let's see if we can find her. If we lost her, be careful about where I put my hands, but they're in a little bit of a state of confusion. So we'll watch and see where they start to land. The fact that they're continuing up there, there's a good chance we lost her. If we did, they'll regroup and we'll try it again. What matters is if we got that queen or not. I'm not sure where she landed. So we got some that are right here. We got quite a few that are coming back to the tree. So she might still be on the tree there. And we'll come back in just a little bit and we'll see where the bees are at. If the bees are going in, she's in. But the bees will go back to her. They'll protect her. In fact, we got so many coming back here, I'm thinking she's still up here. Now I'm thinking we still got it. Our queen's got to be here somewhere. Yeah, and see those bees that are just fanning right there? They're just humming away. Their wings, that's calling the other bees, sending a scent out. The other bees, pretty soon they're going to be grouped right back there. So I think we missed her. We got way too much activity taking place with them calling her back. So, with that in mind, I think we might try just a little bit more to get her back inside. I'm going to grab a brush and see if we can't brush more into the box. Because we got pretty good evidence there that she's still her on the tree. So we know the queen's in here, is right here. So, we're going to be taking and trying to open that lid back up and brush her down inside. Once we get her in there, they've got her covered up now, but we saw her for a second. I did. At least I think I did. I could be wrong, but okay, because I believe that this is the queen is still in there, I'm pulling the lid here, and I'm gonna be modifying what we've got here. Bees all over here in this. So we're going to try to get here, and I need to open this lid up just a little bit more so I can get more access to the bees to get in there. I want the bees to be able to get in. If she's in there, they'll go in there and they'll ball up. Now I'm just going to give her just a little bit of space. Let them do their thing. You take a look at them balling up here now. This tells me I think we got a pretty good shot of having her this time. But we got bees sitting there fanning. They're calling the other bees, so it tells me we got something. Been about 20 minutes. I've come back and we're checking on it. There's not a single bee left on the bee. This right here is where the ball was. Take a look. Not a single bee left there. There. She come over here. This right here's on the ground. See where the other half fell? Not a single bee is left there either. On the ground, they were swarming there for a second where the ball fell. They've all gone inside. So we've got her. We've got the queen. It's exciting, exciting. Now if you take a look, see right here? See the bees? They're sitting there fanning. That's a bee calling to the other bees saying, come. Lets me know where they're at. Got other bees that are fan. A handful of them. They just sit there and send a scent out. This is where we're at. Come home. We found a hive. We come over here, but the bees are all in the box. I only have a few left, and they're extremely docile right now. Right now, you're not going to get stung. Ow! Oh! Psych. Just kidding. Anyway, this right here, you can see where they're going in there, and they've balled up. I mean, they've all went inside. They know where the queen's at. They protect her. So, I think we've got it. We wait till dusk when it's a little bit dark, and when we go in there and the bees are all in the hive, they don't fly at nighttime, so they're going to be there. I can seal it up. I can drop the last 4 frames in, and we'll be good to go. At the end of the day, it's dusk, and things have calmed down a lot. They've clustered. But they've all moved inside there. Anyway, now it's dusk. We're going to go in there and add those last 4 frames. All of the bees have come home, so I'm going to add 4 more frames to the center. And I'm just going to slowly enter them in to try to not squish any bees. But these are full 4 frames that are just drawn out frames ready for the bees to work with. Let's see what we get here. I'm just gonna take and slowly insert this. There are 4 of them here we're putting in. Put it on like this, and I slide it so as to not squish as many bees as I possibly can. Well, we're finally wrapping things up. We have the bees all settled into their box, and they're ready for their new home. And I want to thank you so much for going along this journey with me. If you liked this, take time to subscribe. If you have comments or questions, please post them, and we'll try to respond to your comments. We really do appreciate it. Thanks so much.